Yeah, of course. We that's why we wanted to get back into the WSL. We wanted to be testing ourselves against the best teams, best players in the countries. So from our perspective, they are tough games. But as I've said all along, we've had a good pre-season. We've tested ourselves up against loads of different teams, and we've had some good learnings and harsh learnings already in a short space of time. So, from our perspective, as I said, it's about finding consistency in our performance level. Because we do have a talented team here. It's just about getting that consistency and seeing where it takes us, coming into the Christmas break. I think the key thing for me now is that we find consistency in the WSL, and that's going to be the toughest thing because there are no easy games. And for us to be at that level week in, week out, like it was against Chelsea, we've got to find that. That's going to take us a little bit of time. We're going through that process of being back in the WSL. I understand that, but we need to find that consistency. We need to find it quickly. It also was great for me to give an opportunity to players that obviously hadn't played in them first couple of games to get minutes, and also to show that they can fight for a place in the team. The performance was good. We controlled the game from start to finish. Could have scored more goals, but the pleasing thing was that we were creating chances throughout the 90 minutes. And as I say, it's given me, I wouldn't say a few headaches because they're good headaches to have as a manager. But it just shows again, like we had last year, whenever we was playing in the Continental Cup, players came in and performed, and it keeps everyone honest on the training pitch and gives me good selection headaches. Yeah, look, we have planned pre-season around the FIFA window. We know the FIFA window is well in advance, so there's nothing you can do about that, and they're set in stone from probably the year before. So we have planned for that. Yes, it's going to be great to have a nice little run of games now without an international break, especially with what was at stake in some of the games as well. So the Continental Cup fell at a good time for us to be able to rest the players that were going to go away and play in these big games. It gave us the opportunity to make sure that one, they went into camp fresh, and two, with what was at stake in the games, that they could concentrate on that and come back, hopefully, fresh as well for us. But obviously the Welsh games both went to extra time, so that's something we'll just have to assess and see how they are. As I said, with what was at stake at the games, and I guess the travel for Wales as well. Well, I've not seen any of them yet. To be the first time that we'll have them together. Obviously, I've messaged them all individually. The group have messaged them as well. So, obviously, I'm delighted for Neve and for Meg to get to the World Cup. Obviously, the Wales one was a tough one, especially the way that the minute of the goal, etc. But unfortunately, it's part and parcel of football, isn't it? You have highs, you have lows, and look, we'll be there to rally round Raza and Kerry especially, and then obviously Urfa with Scotland as well. So look, we'll rally round them, and the one thing that we do have here is a fantastic group. So we'll all stick together, and we'll help them through that tough moment. But now they can come back and concentrate on their club football. Yeah, they're going through a little bit of a transition. They've played numerous different systems against different teams, which for us is tough to guess what they're going to do. So we have to prepare for all eventualities, and we've only got 2 training sessions with the whole group to do that. They made great progress last year. I think they've improved the team again this year. I know they've had a few injuries, and like us, have had a lot of players away that have been playing in high pressure games as well. So we're probably pretty much in the same boat when it comes down to that. But no, as I said, they're going through that transition period at the moment. They're getting everyone back fit. So I don't think you've seen the true Tottenham yet. But as I said, they had a great season last year, and year on year they seem to continue to improve. Yeah, obviously I was away for a little bit. She's a fantastic player. She's going to be a very, very talented player in the future. She's physically, she trained with us a lot last year, balancing the education and training. Physically, she's come on leaps and bounds. what I like about Hannah, she's so comfortable on the ball. She can drive out with it. She, you know, she's I'd say like a modern centre back that can play out. You know, she's a talented player. She's got a big year this year with the education and obviously signing a pro contract, so we have to get that right for Hannah. But we're really pleased that she's committed her future to Liverpool.